Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited to have you here today because we're about to create something really special. Yes, you guessed it. Today, we're going to make a snowflake, but this isn't just any ordinary snowflake. This one is going to be an incredible work of art, created entirely with the power of technology. How cool is that? The possibilities with 3D printing are truly amazing, and I can't wait to take you through this fun and creative process. So, let's dive right in. If you're new to 3D printing or haven't had much exposure to it, today's the perfect opportunity to see just how incredible this technology is. When you watch a 3D printer in action, you realize how amazing it is to transform a digital design into a real, physical object right before your eyes. Every layer is built up, one on top of the other, until it becomes a finished piece. It's like watching a sculpture take shape, but the process is done through high-tech machinery, not by hand. Now, let's talk about the design we're creating today. We're going to be making a snowflake. Snowflakes are fascinating because, as many of you probably know, no two snowflakes are alike. They're all unique, just like fingerprints. And that's what makes them so magical. Each one is a delicate and intricate design created by nature, and today, we're going to try to replicate that beauty with our 3D printer. We're not just copying the shape, but we're actually trying to capture the essence of how nature creates these amazing, one-of-a-kind pieces of art. You might be wondering, how does a 3D printer actually work? Let me explain. 3D printers are capable of creating objects by adding material layer by layer. They use a material called filament, which comes in various types like plastic, metal, and even food. The printer heats up the filament, melting it and extruding it onto the print bed to create each layer. The design starts to come to life as these layers are stacked on top of one another. The process is precise, slow, and requires a lot of patience, but the results are always worth it. As we get started, I want you to pay close attention to the details. When the first layer of our snowflake is placed, it might look a little vague, almost like a rough outline. But as we continue, you'll begin to see the design take shape. Each layer that's added brings more definition and more intricacy. It's almost like building a puzzle, one piece at a time. The beauty of 3D printing is that we can create designs with incredible precision, even down to the smallest detail. Now, here's something that's really fascinating about snowflakes in nature. Every snowflake is unique. No two are the same, and that's one of the reasons why they're so beautiful. They're nature's perfect little creations, and every single one of them tells its own story. The process we're following with the 3D printer mimics this, but there's a twist. Just like nature, we're creating something totally unique. We're using technology to bring this natural beauty to life in a way that would be impossible to do by hand. Isn't that amazing? As you watch the printer carefully layer the filament, you'll see how the shape starts to emerge. It's a slow process, but every second is worth it. With each additional layer, the snowflake becomes more defined, more detailed. And here's where it gets really impressive. Even though we're working with technology, there's a kind of magic in watching it come together. It's almost like the snowflake has a life of its own as it slowly builds from the bottom up. Each layer is a small piece of the puzzle. As the printer moves on to the next layer, it's building on the one before it, and that's what makes it so interesting. You see the details that make up the snowflake's delicate structure. The curves, the sharp edges, the little notches that define the shape. The machine is incredibly precise, and it's amazing to see how each layer comes together to form the final product. We're getting closer to the end now, and the snowflake is starting to look like something truly remarkable. As the final layers are added, you can see the design becoming sharper, the edges becoming clearer. The precision of 3D printing really shines here. What started as a digital design is now a real, physical object, sitting right in front of us. And here's the part one love the most. When the final layer is placed, and the snowflake is complete, it's like looking at a real piece of art. It's delicate, intricate, and totally unique, just like the ones you'd find in nature. But what's even more amazing is that we've created this using the power of technology. We've combined the beauty of nature with the precision of a 3D printer to make something truly extraordinary. Here it is, the completed snowflake. Isn't it gorgeous? It's amazing how technology and nature can come together to create something so beautiful. When you look at it, you can see the complexity and the care that went into every layer. Each detail is like a tiny piece of art, and together, they form this stunning, unique snowflake. It's a perfect blend of nature's design and human creativity. If you enjoyed this project as much as I did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me, and it helps me keep creating these fun, creative projects. I've got so many more exciting things planned, and I can't wait to share them with you. Before I go, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who watch and support the channel. You all inspire me to keep going, and I'm so grateful for each one of you. Projects like these remind me of the amazing things we can create when we combine our imagination with technology. So thank you for being here and being a part of this creative journey. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and as always, keep being creative, keep imagining, and keep making amazing things happen.